Imagine sailing across an ocean so vast that once the coastline disappeared behind you, there was no turning back. Weeks passed, nothing but endless water. Storms threatened to tear the ships apart. Disease spread through cramped wooden cabins. Many never expected to survive the journey. Yet for those who did, the reward was supposed to be a new beginning, a new home, a new life. Instead, it became one of history's greatest mysteries. More than 100 people, men, women, children, vanished without a trace. No mass grave, no signs of battle, no desperate final message, only silence and one word: CROATOAN, carved into a wooden post. More than 400 years later, historians still cannot say with certainty what happened. This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke and the mystery that refuses to die. The year was 1587. England wanted more than trade, more than exploration. It wanted an empire across the Atlantic. The New World promised fertile land, endless forests, and unimaginable opportunity. To many families, it represented hope. Hope for wealth, hope for freedom, hope for a future. Impossible back in England. More than 100 settlers agreed to leave everything behind. Craftsmen, farmers, blacksmiths, women carrying children, entire families willing to risk everything. Their destination was a small island along the eastern coast of North America, Roanoke. The first months were far more difficult than anyone had imagined. Food was scarce. Supplies disappeared quickly. The unfamiliar land offered as many dangers as opportunities. Every sunrise brought another struggle to survive. The settlers soon realized they could not survive alone. They depended on the local Native American tribes. Some tribes were willing to trade. Others viewed the newcomers with deep suspicion. As supplies continued to run low, the colony faced an impossible choice: wait and hope for help, or risk everything by searching for a new home. Every passing day made that decision more urgent. The governor of the colony, John White, made the only decision he believed could save everyone. He would sail back to England. There, he would gather supplies and return as quickly as possible. It sounded simple: a journey across the Atlantic and back again. Just a few months. The settlers promised to wait. Before leaving, John White gave them one final instruction. If they were forced to leave the settlement, they should carve their destination into a tree or a wooden post. If they left because of danger, they were to carve a cross beside the message, confident that he would soon return. John White boarded the ship as the coastline slowly disappeared behind him. He had no idea he would never see the colony again. Fate had other plans. Just days after reaching England, war broke out. Queen Elizabeth ordered nearly every available ship to prepare for battle against Spain. The colony was forgotten, not by choice, but by circumstance. Month after month, John White searched desperately for a ship that could carry him back across the ocean. 1 year passed, then another. The settlers waited. The seasons changed. Storms came and went, but no sails appeared on the horizon. Finally, in the year 1590, John White returned to Roanoke. For 3 long years, he had imagined this moment. Nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to find. The settlement was silent. No voices, no children, no smoke rising into the sky. The colony had disappeared. The houses were gone, not destroyed, not burned, carefully taken apart, as if the people had left on purpose. There were no bodies, no skeletons, no weapons, no signs of a violent struggle. It was as though more than 100 people had simply vanished. Then, John White noticed something. A single word carved into a wooden post. Croatoan. Nothing more. No explanation. No farewell. White remembered the agreement. If the settlers moved, they would leave their destination. If they were attacked, they would carve a cross beside the message. There was no cross. Did that mean they had left voluntarily? Had they found a safer place? Or was someone trying to mislead anyone who came searching? For centuries, historians have searched for answers. Some believe the settlers joined the Croatoan people. Others think they moved inland and slowly disappeared into history. Another theory is far darker: disease, starvation, conflict. Perhaps the truth was never written down. Perhaps it died with the last survivor. Today, more than 400 years later, the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of history's greatest mysteries. No one knows exactly what happened, and perhaps no one ever will. Some mysteries are never buried.